Hi, my name is Mandeep and my class age is 24, and I'm making this video as an web project for my team. I'm from the team 10. I'm making this video for on behalf of my team, and my team number is 10. Let's start the video. Yeah, hi. Our project is basically about the student portal. Uh, Nothing but where student can access some useful stuff from this portal. From this he can register for the courses, and he can mark the attendance, and he can search for the nearby places, and he also search for the weather. How is the weather for going the school, and because of the time constraint, we have gone for the only limited things. We can make sure, we can include firstly we have tried for the Google APIs, but for getting the API keys, we need to wait for 7 to 10 days. That's why we are not included the Google API, but we have planned to implement the Google API, but unfortunately we didn't. And Let's go for the code. Here in the code, the major component for the backend is app.js. Here I have used the Mongoose to connect my MongoDB to my application. Here, if you can see, what I have done is, in these I have set up the DB setup as mine. I have given my credentials and the API to the Mongoose, so that if you guys also log in into my application, it will be the DB which is used is my DB, because I have connected the my DB URL here. And for the routes, actually this is the routes. Actually this is the Express.js code for retrieving the user details and posting the details and getting the details and all the stuff. All the stuff is make I have made the changes over here. And when it comes to our UI page, I have created the authentication.service. This service is for making the API calls, and also getting the user details and posting the details. If you see, it's getting the user from the for my backend, the host is 8080. That's why it is showing, and slash login is a method name. Over there in the routes, if you see in the routes, for getting the user, I have used in the login. Yeah, getting the user, I have used the login, and checking by the email ID. And yeah, this is the routing. When it comes here, you can see dashboard and the home component for this thing. And here you can see the after login and registration. Here I'm loading some modules from the children. Actually have using the child routing concept. Child routing is basically for my dashboard. In the dashboard I have created the some button components in the navbar. For that thing, I have using the child routing concept. All the paths and all are defined in the module. Here I have imported and declared all the components here. That's what I am also sorry, that's the stuff I am using from the load children component. Let's quickly run the code. Yeah, let me stop this thing and run it again. Yeah, DB connection is successful. And okay, my UI is already running. Let me stop this thing and rerun it again. In the meanwhile, this is my MongoDB database. Here I have collections for the user and the syllabus component. If you see, I have the 6 users over here. We will create one another user, and let's check whether it is updated in over here or not. Let's see. I'm still getting right. Yeah, it is successful. Before login user, I'm going for the register. Let me check with my details. Yeah, it is showing user is already exists. I already created user details for this ID, my Gmail ID. I'm checking the user based on the email ID. It's a unique key for the database. Yeah, register is successful. Let us check in the DB. Let me refresh it. Yeah, if you see here is the seventh one. New one is added. Yeah, this is the one. And let me quickly log into login page. Check this. Network call, the console. Okay. Uh, Actually, the connection is refused. It was sometimes happening with the MongoDB. What I can do is, yeah, this what happened over here. The connection is lost. Yeah. Okay. This is my web UI page. Here you can see the course. I already enrolled some courses like here. Spring and the web courses over here, and this attendance component and this project and this is a weather forecast. Let's go for the course and let me register for the summer. I'm looking for the web and enroll. Yeah, course is successfully enrolled, and if you see for summer 2021, I have enrolled for the web. And attendance. Actually, in the attendance, okay, forgot to show you. Uh, I have maintained the user collection also. Yeah, these are the user collections. If you see, I have enrolled for the spring and Spring 2021 web and summer 2021 the web, and it is also successfully updating the DB also. For the attendance, what I have done is, I have taken the component for choosing the date, and for entering the code, I have, in the class, once a professor will generate the QR code. Mostly the QR code will be about the 6 digits. It will accept for only 6 digits. Let me give the file. Uh, I mean, uh, as of now, I have given the validation for only 6 digits. Furtherly, we can add the code, something like that. We can connect that QR code on all those. You can mark the attendance. Yeah, that's how he can mark the attendance. And about the project search, here can search up places like FedEx. You can show the FedEx near office. Where it is, and let me check for the. Here you can also search for the some project related stuff. You can go for some project areas. Yeah, very good. And here you can go for the school. Yeah. Here you can go for, okay. It is taking on the names of the, project related stuff like the FedEx and all those. And for the weather forecast also, here you can enter the zip code or the city ID. Let me enter the zip code 64110. Check. Yeah, here you can see the temperature, humidity, winds, time, all as weather, and all those. This is the temperature one. And for here you can user can update his user profile. He can change the email address. For the name and the last name, no one gonna change the name and last name. That's why I have given this thing, and he can update the password too. Here's the update profile, and here you can log out from the application, and this is the dashboard. Yeah, thank you. This is our project for the web, and here I have used the communication. A three-tier environment. Here I can communicate from UI to the Node.js and Node.js to the DB, and I have used the two APIs. One is for the place searching, and another one is weather forecast. As I said, firstly we are intended to use Google API, but unfortunately we, do, we are not able to use that thing. And for registering the courses and all those, let me log out this one. This is my web project. Thank you.